and that's another reason why you should play ref and hand traps, you freaking chimpanzees. But that's okay. We've also got the skill drain here just for going first. And let me tell you, I only own 2, so like I could play 3. But every time I saw this card, every time I sighted it in, I saw it, and every time it didn't do enough. I still just lost. I don't know. The deck is very far behind without Anaconda, and that is so depressing, to be honest. So yeah, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but this deck did really bad, and you know, I know a bunch of people in the comments are probably going to make fun of it, or more specifically, we got your Joby and Julifer followers who are going to say, oh, I've been telling you, Loza, that's not how you play the deck, hand traps are bad, wow, wow, wow. Yeah, shut up. So off to a really bad start here. It's really good for me to watch my own games, because you're going to see all the times I misplay. Yeah, I like to shit on other people's builds, but today we're shitting on me, baby. You're going to see all the times that I fuck up. It's absolutely great. But you know how it is. When you're playing in a tournament, you've got nerves, you've got, you're always thinking about other things. I don't know. I just find that. You're thinking about like what the opponent's going to do and that shit, and then you forget to like resolve your own freaking cards. But anyway, we'll get into that a little bit later, because obviously I'm not interacting with my opponent at all this turn. Finally, this is where I start to be a little bit of an idiot. I activate the Dragoon effect, which is a big mistake. So you can see that he negates it with Crystal Wing. So what I should have done there is gone into the battle phase, attacked the Kaliga with my single attack, and then I'm allowed to use my Dragoon negate, because right here. Alright, so we outed 2 problem cards, but we did it just the wrong way. Like that could have been so much cleaner. Like Shen is going to come back anyway, but I still think it would have been. For some reason I thought Soul Servant was like going to go to grave, so I activate it next, I believe, which this is another reason I misplayed. Shen's on the board, right? So Salvation gets banished, Soul Servant gets banished. In my head, for some reason I thought Soul Servant was like going to go to grave, so I activate it next, I believe, which is really dumb. Like this is another reason why my misplay and not getting rid of Shen just fucks up the rest of my turn from here. So yeah, you can just see how your actions have consequences. Your misplays do translate. Sometimes you can come back from little misplays, but this misplay I think was just a bit too big. Because obviously, if I went down the other route, I would have had Dark Magician go in grave from negating the Crystal Wing, so I would have had DM and DMG in grave, and then I would have used this Soul Servant and Shen would have been popped, and I would have been able to banish this and draw 2. So you can see, I've actually just fucked myself over so much. Well, it doesn't look like that big of a misplay. It's like, oh, well, you just left Shen on board, like, you know, it just goes to show, I don't know, think before you play your cards, because I didn't here. I was a little bit too caveman-like, and I rushed it. But hey, tournament nerves will do that to a person. You know, I can kill him next turn with it, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough, as you can see. So we're going first this game because we lost, and you can see we open Red Eyes, so absolutely trash. Opening 2 hand traps though against Virtual World's good, like Nib and Ash is very good, so I was very happy to see them, and Rod's really nice to see, and Ecclesia is okay to see. So I think this is a pretty optimal turn 1. So I'm going to normal summon Rod, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to grab Soul Servant just to set it later. I'm going to fast forward that for you now. Yep, I'm going to link Rod into Artemis and use Ecclesia to in the grave, but he only has 1 card. So we got the 4-3, and we got effective access, and we popped the Crystal Wing. And I honestly thought, and you'll see in the future, I'm just going to let this keep playing. Punishment and Cyclone with access code, to me, I thought I had this game. I was like, I've won. Congrats, I've done it. I'm a king. Little did I know, I'm a little bit of a monkey. I did not think. I did the real caveman thing, and I just fucking didn't think. You hate to see it as well. Top deck desires, you absolutely fucking hate to see it. When he played this, I was kind of like, oh shit, I don't have a response for this. Like, that feels bad. It's such a good card in a top deck scenario. Or, you know, we both are kind of top decking. Not really, but kind of. So now he's got 3 cards in here, and I'm like, fucking hell, like, that's so much. And he's got Quinn Long, of course, so here comes that. I'm going to hit fast forward for a bit. He's going to add the Roshi. He's going to activate the trap, and he's going to summon Gigi and then chain Nyan to come out. This is where I should have flipped Dogmatic Punishment. See, because he still had 2 cards in his hand, and I knew one of them was Roshi, I was like, oh, he's still got plays, like, I need to just wait. I don't know why. I'm dumb. I'm really dumb. And obviously Virtual Worlds need Virtual Worlds on the field to use their effects. So at this point, 2 monsters is where I should have gone, flip Punishment. I don't know why. I'm dumb. I'm really dumb. And obviously Virtual Worlds need Virtual Worlds on the was Roshi. I was like, oh, he's still got plays, like, I need to just wait. I don't know why. I'm dumb. I'm really dumb. And obviously Virtual Worlds need Virtual Worlds on the field to use their effects. Was Roshi. I was like, oh, he's still got plays, like, I need to just wait. I don't know why. I'm dumb. I'm really dumb. And obviously Virtual Worlds need Virtual Worlds on the field to use their effects. So at this point, 2 monsters is where I should have gone, flip Punishment, send Elder Entity Natis, and gone pop pop. Funny story. Let's play the rest of the match, shall we, on fast forward. I didn't, and they made this synchro. If you read this synchro, it says, can't be destroyed by battle or card effect while you have 2 or more monsters in the graveyard with the same original type and attribute. I don't fucking remember this card, to be honest, ever existing, so I went in his graveyard and I noticed that those conditions are met by Muddy Mud Dragon and Tzolk'in. Where is Tzolk'in? Tzolk'in's banished. Well, maybe not that. But these conditions are met by, say, Roshi and Lulu. These conditions are met by Kieran and Gigi. So there was no way of me playing around that, and I guess in my head I thought whatever he summons off those 2 monsters is only a Synchro 6, and I'd only seen Stardust Charge. So I was like, Stardust Charge isn't a threat, these 2 monsters aren't a threat, they can't make the rank 6, so I was, in my head, I was like, I don't need to punishment yet, and anything he summons off this, I can just punishment that, and I was like, kind of waiting for the Roshi too. Like, well, Roshi's in his hand, he can do that, and then I'll punishment. Unfortunately, it just turns to absolute shit. So you can banish 2 monsters into your graveyard with the same original type and attribute, different names, target a card on the field, send it to the grave. So this is where he had the 50-50, right? I thought he was going to hit access code, but he went for one of the back row, and unfortunately, he hits, fast forward. See, I put the access in the bin, but he wanted the back row, he hit the punishment, not the cosmic, so I was pretty upset about that. It wouldn't have saved me, but it would have, it maybe would have saved me from this card. Detach 2 material, then target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, and 1 card in either graveyard, banish them. So this is how he's going to get rid of access code, as well as banishing Fleur de Lis, which he should have banished Dark Magician here, but whatever. At this point, he has game, it doesn't matter.
So yeah, my set Cosmic is just doing fuck all. I was so pissed because Cosmic is normally like really like good against this deck, and it was just sitting here doing absolutely nothing, unfortunately. And the punishment got hit, which I should have used. So yeah, it felt a bit bad, but it is what it is, boys. So while this isn't game, I can't think of a top deck in my deck that pulls me back into the game at this point. Like, I guess Red Eyes Fusion, but I can't even pop this. Nadir's Servant could be nice, but I don't think it's nice enough. Oh yeah, maybe he does have game. No, I don't think so. But basically, he's going to put us on less than 2k. Oh no, we're on exactly just more than 2k. But here's what we can't play around. So this is where, like the board before, it was like, oh, I can play around this. Now it's double Zeus Send. So even a top deck Red Eyes Fusion here doesn't do anything because it just gets sent and we don't have a negate. I top deck Soul Servant, which has one draw in it, but obviously we have to stack that draw, and there's not a Dark Magician card getting me out of this mess.
So pretty much that's the end of the duel. So he lost. So I went through his channel. I don't know if he deleted some of the videos, or I don't know if his video I mean his channel is how it is, like meaning he didn't tamper it, but I didn't want to spend too much time. It's not really like a return burn to him, but it did kind of backfire on Loza because when I was looking through his videos, all I found was roast. Like 80% of his videos are roast. He's just talking about people. The rest of them, he just has profiles. And he has very little videos where he actually duels. Like you can see how he plays. Now, the bad part about that is every time he plays, he talks bad about himself. It's all about he's making misplays, he's nervous. There's just a bunch of things he says, but he doesn't get anything done. And the most I've seen through all of his channel, like because I said I wasn't gonna attack him directly or anything like that, it's pointless. It's just based on facts. Like it has nothing to do with me, nothing to do how I feel, nothing to do by what I think. It's just himself, and the facts. And what I noticed in Loza's channel, he has no recorded proof of going past 2 negations and winning the duel. That he has none. There is no content on his channel from the videos that I've seen. And I think I followed him for about a year. And then he kept crying about me and getting angry and frustrated. So I left so he would stop being emotionally triggered, like crying and complaining, whimpering. So I left. I think I left for like 4 or 5 months. I don't know. Loza knows. And I came back because of the roast video, because that kind of opens the door for me to do a return video for him, which is this one. But basically, he doesn't really have any good duels. Like, none of his opponents are negating everything he does. His opponents kill him with 2 negations. Now, from my experience in Yu-Gi-Oh!, 2 negations is a rogue deck. Once you're getting 3 to 4 or 5 negations per turn, that's like meta. And then top tier is hitting like 6, 7, or 8. And then once you get into like tier 0, decks that are able to negate you somewhere around 10 times per turn, every single turn, not just one turn. Like some of these decks that are first place nationals, YCS, or first place regionals, which they've never lost a duel, which I easily crush in my deck. And I was noticing he was saying a lot like, there is no card that I can top deck that I can win. Yeah, he's right. There is no card he can top deck that he can win, because his deck is built like that. His deck is set up for him to not top deck and win. Like when you're gonna start crying and complaining about your deck, or complaining about something, a lot of it has to do because the owner of the deck, and this isn't a reference to Loza, it's just overall, because the person who built the deck sucks, and also the way that the deck was built sucks as well. So when they combine, you get a person that's a loser. So obviously, his speech, the way he talks, he sounds like he doesn't have the heart of the cards. It sounds too negative to me. Like the builds that I do, when I top deck, my top deck card's a winning card always, even when I'm down. I was the originator of the Dark Magician with the Mystic from 2020. I had already had that format in 2019, but I didn't start uploading until somewhere around May or before that of 2020. So when I went into Loza's Dark Magician profiles, he starts somewhere around 6 to 7 months after I do. I started first, and I already had the AC 130 deck. AC 130 as the world's most powerful gunship, the Angel of Death, is what I nicknamed my deck. And I noticed Loza made a video, a roast video against Team Samurai, but Team Samurai is playing my deck. He's playing my AC 130. I'm gonna be showcasing my AC 130, but it's not gonna have the cards that everyone hates, like the budget version, because I do the hyper budget because I give the deck away free. Also because I sell the deck for cheap for people who want a Dark Magician deck. So Loza wasn't aware of it, so when he came to my channel, he hung himself. Like he shot himself in the head. He doesn't know that, but it's rigged because my videos together with everything I do has nothing to do with me. It has all to do with free money, free cards, free decks, and classes, and just helping people. I don't do anything else. Obviously, on top of that, I kill all the famous YouTubers, and I go through a lot of negations. Like, I think I probably have the record of drawing the most cards with the Dark Magician deck. And then on top of that, I also have the record. I think my max was like 8 negations per turn, and I still won. So Loza, his skills are no different than all the rookies. All they can do is take 2 negations and they lose. That's like small fry level. So I've never said I'm the best Dark Magician player. In fact, I'll confess to, out of the whole planet Earth, the worst Dark Magician player is me. That's what I'll confess. That's what I categorize myself as. I never said I was a Dark Magician master. That's a lie. But yeah, I categorize myself as the worst Dark Magician player on planet Earth. But I can defeat all the decks of the world, all the undefeated decks, all the famous YouTubers, and I can go through at least 3 to 4 times more negation than Loza can or anybody else. And then my deck is world famous, and I've given away more money, more cards, more decks than he probably ever will. If you want to make this roast into a positive thing, like I said before, Loza, we'll go find somebody like a famous YouTuber that has nothing to do with us, and we can give away some money together with free cards for the community to help them out. If you want to do it, and if not, I guess I'm gonna have to donate to you some money and some cards. But also in the future, if you want to do a tournament, like I said before, get your students, not friends, your students, people you taught. And then I'll get my students and we'll go at it on a duel. And we'll see what happens. And I'll be switching over to my top tier style. I won't play with my hyper budget, because the decks that you see on my channel, all of them are hyper budget styles. But they're more powerful than your version and more powerful than almost any other version. And then also my deck has played the Mystic Mine since at least 3 years before anybody else did. And I'm able to crush all the YCS Nationals, all the regionals, and then also the Mystic Mine that you're so afraid of and you can't beat. So yeah, so all I heard, like, it has nothing to do with me. It's all what you said. You sound like Freezer, you just call everyone a monkey. You call yourself a monkey, caveman. And there's just a lot of blaming and a lot. To me, it sounds like excuses. I could be wrong, but you're just blaming the nerves, that you're nervous and this and that. It's like with somebody who plays at the locals all the times and plays online. You're not nervous. Everything's boring. And that's exactly why I crush all my competition. It's all boring. It's all the same thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you want to keep the roast going, go ahead. I'll upload some more videos, but obviously, I don't think you're worth it because on your channel, you really don't have any good content. Like the most you've gone against is two negations, but then you lose. You've never gone against any famous YouTubers that have at least 100,000 subscribers or more. Um, and to top that off, you have no videos of destroying first place nationals, first place regionals. Um, and then I found some videos where you got destroyed by Feather Duster and Lightning Storm. I didn't want to be mean to you, so I didn't post them, but they're on your channel. And you talk bad about Dark Magician, saying Dark Magician that sucks. We need better cards. The old ways of crying and bickering like a woman, and not you, like just that style, because that's how women behave. They just cry and wail, complaining. What if? But only if this, only if that. Wow, too much crying. On my channel, we don't do any of that. We just get the job done. Period. And the lightning storm and all those negations that you took, they're trash to me. So, yeah, you didn't win that tournament because you don't know how to play Dark Magician. It's not. It's just a combination of you don't know how to build the deck, and then on top of that, you don't know how to play it. And I didn't have to say it; you said it yourself. Um, and I know you believe that I don't know how to play. I don't know how to build a Dark Magician deck, but it's not really on the opinion. It's on the facts. So the facts are that I've murdered everything, and you haven't. And then, yeah, to top that off, I challenge you, and then also we can give away to the community some money, some free cards, some rare cards, and we could duel. We could duel it out with your students. And yeah, I didn't want to spend any more time looking through your channel because I did find some good content to burn you with, to roast you. But I mean, I don't win anything out of it. I mean, I already know that I already know your skill. You know, you learned everything from Matt. You didn't learn it from your own. So we both know that that's true. And I have no interest in making fun of you or roasting you or belittling you. I have no interest at all, zero. Honestly. And I know you're angry because I left your channel, but I left because you kept crying and complaining. That's why I left. But yeah, also Sam's deck, that's my profile. That's my profile. And I know I can keep going on forever, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to finish the video. But let me know, Loza, if you want to keep this roast video going. And whatever you want to do, you want to donate some money, some cards, both of them. You want to duel, let me know. Let me know. I know you've gotten a lot better. I'll admit it. You're getting a lot better, but I'm always going to support you even though you hate me. Um, yeah, I'm always going to support you even though you hate me. And one day maybe you'll be a good Dark Magician player, you know. But as far as me, I title myself as the planet Earth's worst Dark Magician player. Yet I can destroy all the decks that ever existed. And the two negations that you can't go against, that you can't win, and I don't know anybody else who can. I crushed them easily. So take care of yourself. Stay safe. Positive vibes to you, Loza, to your channel, to your people. And I hopefully you continue the roast because I'm down. So with that having been said, Dark Magic Attack.